So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. Today we will discuss to inform listeners and the points we will discuss this time are about some points regarding introduction, the number of Singlish and Ponglish, the characteristic of Singlish and Ponglish, example of both, and the future of English variation and conclusion. This material will be delivered by myself, Rahmat Gaudamsari, then there is Zahra Nela Laksinu, then there is Meli Yulfa, Ulia, and there is Alia Helmania. So, the first is introduction. English variation refers to the diverse ways that the English language is spoken and written around the world. This variation can include dialects, regional variation in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Example include Southern American English, Cockney English, and Scottish English. Accent. Variation in pronunciation that can be associated with a particular region or a social group. Dialect. The unique way that an individual's person speaks, influenced by their background, education, and personal experience. Registers. Variation in language use depending on the social context, such as formal versus informal language. This variation makes English a rich and dynamic language, reflecting that the diverse culture and histories of the people who speak it.
Okay, so the first one is definition of Singapore English. So Singapore English or Singlish is a distinctive and colorful variety of English. It is formed from a blend of standard English with strong influences from other languages present in Singapore, such as Malay, Mandarin, Tamil, and various regional dialects. Singlish is often used in everyday conversation and is integral part of in Singapore's cultural identity.
The number of speakers for Singlish is a form of English spoken in Singapore. While there are no exact official figures, it is estimated that between 4 and 6 million people in Singapore use Singlish in their daily lives. The majority of Singapore's population, about 5.7 million, communicate in English, but many also use English as an informal conversation language. The Singapore government has attempted to discourage the use of English through the Speak Good English movement, but the dialect remains popular among the public, especially among the younger generation. Characteristic. The second one is rich vocabulary. Singlish has a very rich vocabulary due to the blending of various language. Words like lah, derived from Malay, can meaning can or able, and lah used as a particle to emphasize a statement are example of commonly used Singlish words. And second two, flexible grammar. Singlish grammar is more flexible than standard English. Sentences are often shortened and word order can be different. And the last is distinctive accent. Singlish has a unique accent that is influenced by other languages, especially Malay.
So in this slide, I will explain about the example of words, phrase, and sentences in Singaporean English. So words, there are a few types of words. Like the first one is lah, shag, wai tahan, xiao, leh, catch no ball, don't play play. So lah is a common particle in Singlish that can express various emotions such as surprise, excitement, or agreement. Shag is a vulgar slang term for sexual intercourse. Boy tahan is a Hokkien phrase meaning can't take it anymore or can't handle it. Xiao is a Hokkien slang uh, term meaning crazy or insane. Leh is a common particle in English that can express uncertainty, doubt, or hesitation. Catch no ball is a Hokkien phrase meaning not understanding or not getting it. And don't play play is a Singlish phrase meaning the serious or don't joke around. So next is the sentence and phrase, the example of sentence and phrase. So the first one is long time no see lah, how's life? Second one is I want one chicken rice takeaway, can or not? The third one is wah, so hot today, I think I'm going to melt. Um, and next to it is the example of phrase. The first one is can or not, used to ask for someone's agreement or ability. Alamak, aduh is expression of surprise or shock. Shock ah, it's delicious, an expression of pleasure or satisfaction. Kiasuan is scared of losing. List the traits of a highly competitive person. Don't play play lah is a phrase to show seriousness. Wah liawe is an expression for when something is done. And the last one is see you later ah is an informal way to say goodbye. Okay.
So, Korean English. Konglish is a term used to refer to mixture of English and Korean in the term of a word or expression modified or absorbed into Korean. Konglish is not a random mix of English and Korean word, but rather the result of adopting English vocabulary that is changed to suit Korean grammar, pronunciation, or culture. It is often used in everyday life in South Korea, particularly in the media, advertising, industry, and informal communication.
The number of speakers for Konglish, which is a mix of English and Korean, also doesn't have a mixed number of speakers. However, Konglish is widely spoken in South Korea and by Korean communities overseas. It is estimated that around 50 million people in South Korea speak Korean, and many of them use Konglish in informal for or everyday context. The use of Konglish is often seen in advertisement, media, and everyday conversation among the younger generation. Okay. Characteristic of Konglish. The first, word absorption. English words are often absorbed directly into Korean without any significant adjustment to pronunciation or spelling. For example, fighting, which is used to encourage, or shopping, which is means shopping. And second, different pronunciation. English words are often pronounced with a Korean accent, making them sound different from the original pronunciation. The third, different meaning. Sometimes English words used in Konglish have a slightly different meaning or even completely different from their original English meanings. And the last is creativity in word formation. Koreans often create new words by combining English and Korean words or by adding Korean ending to English words. Okay.
Okay, this slide is about same like the first one. Is the example words and phrases, also sentences from Korean English. So a bit different from Singaporean English, where Singapore is mostly dominated with English mixed with Malaysian, but Korean English is mostly in Korean, but they're adding like the words from English. So the first one is the second ship. or skin plus relationship is an intimate physical contact in the relationship. The second one is aircon or air conditioner. The third one is apate or the apartment, like you guys know, like the song apate. And fourth one is remote is remote control. And the last one is white shirt. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, guys. It's a colored dress shirt. And the next one is the example of sentence and phrases. So I want to drink cola in Korean is 저는 콜라를 마시고 싶어요. So like I said before, they're mostly used in Korean, but they're adding an English word in between the sentence or at the end of the sentence. So it's way different from Singaporean English. The second one is she likes eating pizza. is 가은은 피자를 좋아해요. And the last one is let's go to the cafe after work. 일 끝나고 카페에 가요. So yes, I'm sorry for the bad pronunciation. And the last one is the phrases. There's like the example of phrases like our apartment complex is very large. is 아파트는 단지가 꽤 넓어요. I don't know, guys. So yes, same again. It's mostly Korean, but they're adding an English words uh, in between the sentence. So yeah.
The future of English variation, the future possibilities one divergence, English could further fragment into distinct, mutually intelligible varieties. Two, convergence, a simplified global English may emerge as a common denominator influenced by non-native speakers. Three, dynamic fluidity. English may become more fluid and adaptable with regional norms coexisting with global standards.
So the conclusion is English has
Suara
many
suara.
variations that reflect the cultural and historical diversity of its users. Some examples of English variation included Singlish or Konglish, which show the flexibility of the language in adapting to local contexts and producing unique forms. The future of English could lead to further divergence or convergence into a simpler global form. Regardless of the path taken, English will continue to evolve and adapt, celebrate in interaction between diverse speakers of the language around the world. This exploration of English variation helps to understand the dynamic and the diversity nature of language and the importance of adaptation to suit different cultural contexts. So that's all that our group can say about these two versions of the English. We hope that after the explanation that has been conveyed, you will understand that all we can say, more or less. Please apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Tatang.
Yay!